On today's video, we are going to look at some of the most beautiful waterfalls around the world. Waterfall has been a symbol of romance, health, vibrance of life, and a sign of a healthy ecosystem. For centuries, novelists, painters, photographers, and artists uses waterfall as their inspiration in creating some of the most beautiful stories in their own way. The first time anyone comes across in finding a waterfall can help themselves mesmerized by a spectacular view. And here are some of my own personal bucket list. At number 10, the Gocta Waterfall. This waterfall is a perennial fall with two drops located in Peru's provinces of Chachapoyas in the Amazonas. Approximately 700 kilometers to the northeast of Lima, it flows into the Chochoya River. Although the waterfall had been well known to the locals for centuries, its existence was not made known to the world until an expedition made in 2002. Stefan Zemmendorf from Germany with a group of Peruvian explorers successfully persuaded the Peruvian government to map the waterfall and to measure their height. On March 11, 2006, following his third expedition to the falls, he held a press conference and he stated that the total height was measured at 771 meters or 2,530 feet, which ranks Gocta as the third tallest pre-living waterfall in the world. Number 9 on the list, the Staubbach Fall in Switzerland. Located just above the Lutherbrunnen in the Bernese Highlands, the waterfall drops 297 meters or 974 feet from a hanging valley that ends in the overhanging cliffs above the Weissenluschenhain. The stream, on reaching the verge of the rocky walls of the valley, forms a cascade so high that it is almost lost in spray before it reaches the level of the valley. After rain and early in the season, when fed by the melting snows, the Staubbach Falls is a very striking object. At number 8, Van Gioc. Detian Falls is a collected name of two waterfalls on the Gocta River that straddle between international border between China and Vietnam, more specifically located between the karst hills of Detian County, Quảng and Tao Can District, Cao Bang Province. The waterfall is 272 kilometers north of Hanoi. For thousands of years, the waterfall has eroded its crest and slowly moved upstream. It currently appears to be two waterfalls. Most of the time, when the river is swollen due to the summer rain, it can form one fall again. The fall drops 30 meters or 98 feet. It is separated into three falls by rock and trees, and the thundering effect of the water hitting the cliff can be heard from afar. It is currently the fourth largest waterfall along the national border after Iguazu Falls, Victoria Falls, and Niagara Falls. Number 7 on the list, Yosemite Falls is the highest waterfall in Yosemite National Park, dropping a total of 2,425 feet, which is 739 meters from the top of the upper fall to the base of the lower fall. Located in Sierra Nevada of California, it is the major attraction in the park, especially in the late spring when the water flow is at its peak. Known for its colorful rainbow in the spring, it's one of the icons of Yosemite and has been featured in work of famed photographers and countless of calendars and books. Milford Sound runs 15 kilometers inland from the Sea of Tasman Sea at Dale Point, also named after a location close to Milford Haven in Wales. The mouth of the fjord is surrounded by sheer rock faces that rise 1,200 meters or 3,900 feet or more on either side. Milford Sound has a total of 6 waterfalls. One of these is Lady Elizabeth Bowen Fall, is Milford's highest waterfall at 162 meters. Not only breathtakingly beautiful, without it, Milford couldn't operate, with it being the sole source of water and power. Sterling Waterfall is Milford's second highest waterfall with a staggering height of 151 meters, 3 times the height of Niagara Falls, but the 1,300 meters mountain behind displays the incredible height. Others are Giant Gates, Four Sisters, and Hamlet Fall. After a heavy rain, temporary waterfall can be seen running down the steep-sided rock faces that line the fjord. They are fed by rain, water-drenched moss, and will last for a few days. At most, the rain stops. And number 5 on the list, the Kaieteur Falls is the world's largest single-drop waterfall by the volume of water flowing over it. Located in the Patutara River in the Kaieteur National Park, it sits in a section of the Amazon rainforest included in the Patutara-Siparuni region of Guyana. It is 226 meters or 741 feet high when measured from its plunge over a sandstone and a conglomerate cliff to the first break. When it flows over a series of steep cascades that, when included in the measurement, brings a total height of 822 feet. While many falls have greater height, few have the combination of the height and water volume, and Kaieteur is one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world with an average flow rate of 663 cubic meters per second. The fall was discovered in 1870, led by the party Charles Barrington Brown, a pair of British geologists appointed as a government surveyor to the colony of British Guyana. Number 4 on the list, Victoria Falls, or the Smoke That Thunders, is a waterfall in South Africa on the Zambezi River at the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. David Livingstone, the Scottish missionary and explorer, is believed to have been the first European to view Victoria Falls on 16 November 1855 from what is not known as a Livingstone Island, one of two land masses in the middle of the river immediately upstream from the falls near Zambian shore. Livingstone named his discovery in honor of Queen Victoria of Britain, but the indigenous Tonga name, Mosea Tunya, the Smoke the Thunder, continues in a common usage as well. The World Heritage List officially recognizes both names. While it is neither the highest nor the widest waterfall in the world, Victoria Falls is classified as the largest based on its combined width, with 1,708 meters or 5,604 feet, and the height of 354 feet, resulting in the world's largest curtain falling water. Number 3 on the list, perhaps the most photographed falls in the world because of its magnificence both on the spring and on the winter time, the Niagara Falls. It is a collective name of 3 waterfalls that straddle the international border between Canada and United States, more especially between the province of Ontario and the state of New York. They form the southern end of the Niagara Gorge. From the largest to the smallest, the 3 waterfalls are the Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. The Horseshoe Falls lies in the border of the United States and Canada, and the American Falls entirely on the United States side, separated by a Gocta Island. The smaller Bridal Veil Falls are also on the United States side, separate from the other of a waterfalls by a Luna Island. Number 2. The exquisite Iguazu Falls, with its magnificent, spectacular 275 individual drops, has awed tourists, locals, and indigenous inhabitants for centuries. They originate from Brazil's Iguazu River and are located on the border of Brazil in the state of Paraná and Argentina. In fact, the Iguazu Falls are divided with the rivers of the same name into its upper and lower portion, a fact that has given rise to several myths and legends as to their origin. The river forms the boundary between Brazil and Argentina, making it a significant part of the political and geographical structure of the continent of America. The name of the falls originated from Tupi or Guarani language that means big water. While the ancient Brazilian tribes knew of its thunderous beauty, it is only officially discovered in 1541 when the European explorer Spanish conquistador Alvador Núñez Cabeza de Vaca came across to its awe-inspiring beauty. And number 1 on the list, the highest waterfall in the world, the Angel Fall in Venezuela.